This poem is called Counting Descent. My grandfather is a quarter century older than his right to vote and 2 decades younger than the president who signed the paper that made it so. He married my grandmother when they were 4 years younger than I am now and were twice as sure about each other as I've ever been about most things. They had 6 children separated by 9 years, 3 cities, and 1 Mason-Dixon line. There were twice as many boys as girls, but half as many bedrooms as children, which most days didn't matter because poor ain't poor unless you name it so, and kids prefer playing to counting, so there was never much time to wallow in anything but laughter. My mother was the 3rd youngest, or the 3rd oldest, depending on who you ask. She was born on a federal holiday, which my grandmother was thankful for. Said the good Lord only got 1 day off when he built the world, so 1 day is all she needed too. Mom says Dad was persistent. Wouldn't give up when he asked if he could take her down the street to get some coffee, which back then cost $2 less than it does now. Now, my mom is trying to stop drinking coffee, but she still loves my dad. They've been married for 31 years and I have 3 kids who are 6 years and 1,517 miles apart. My birth took 12 hours and 43 minutes, which is probably because my head is 5 times too big. My mom said my head was too big because I needed enough room to read all the books in the library, which seemed like infinity, even though I didn't really know what infinity meant. But I heard my teacher say it once when she talked about the universe, and books felt like the universe to me. I was pretty good at math too, until about 5th grade when they started putting numbers and letters together, which didn't make much sense. My brother is 70 months younger than me, but is taller and knows more about numbers, so it doesn't always feel like this is true. My sister is 24 years of loyal and 8 years of best friend. I'm the oldest of 3, but maybe the most naive. I still believe that we can build this world into something new, someplace where I can live past 25 and it's not a cause for celebration, because these days I celebrate every breath. Tried to start counting them so I wouldn't take each one for granted. I wish I could give my breath to the boys who've had theirs taken, but I stopped counting because it feels like there are too many boys and not enough breath to go around.